Welcome to the 2021 version of the 5-minute webinar series, looking at the way the new and revised standards work. My name is Ken Gaines and I am the Technical Advisor for the Digital and IT sector here at City & Guilds. This webinar will look at the graded element of the professional discussion supported by a portfolio, the actual professional discussion itself. The Endpoint Assessment, EPA, will now involve a project with a Q&A as one assessment method, and the other will be a professional discussion based on the portfolio. Most assessment plans require the apprentice to provide a project report to be submitted prior to the Q&A session, but some may also require the apprentice to do a presentation at the Q&A session itself. The professional discussion is the assessment method that will be graded, but the direction of that discussion and the questions that will be asked will be driven by what the independent endpoint assessor, the IEPA, has seen in the portfolio that was submitted, though that portfolio will not be assessed. It is important that the apprentice understands that this meeting will be about specific knowledge, skills and behaviours, which should have been covered in the evidence provided in the portfolio. Any outcome deemed missed during the professional discussion will likely lead to your apprentice receiving a fail. All apprentices will be asked a minimum number of questions as stated in the assessment plan, and we've looked to give some examples of these in the exemplar material we've provided to support each standard. Grading for this assessment is fail, pass or distinction, and this will be combined with the grade from the project and Q&A assessment method to provide an overall grade for the apprenticeship of fail, pass, merit and distinction. The professional discussion is not designed to catch out your apprentices. It's based on what they have told us and shown us they have done in their portfolio submission. Equally, it's not a test of memory, and the apprentice can have their portfolio with them to refer to as necessary. It would be useful for you to ensure that their portfolios are well structured so that they can find things easily if they need. Remember, if the independent assessor, the IEPA, has to spend more time asking questions on elements not shown in the portfolio or knowledge questions to check the apprentice's understanding of the role against the standard, then there will be little time to ask depth and breadth questions to help the apprentice toward gaining a distinction. City & Guilds IEPAs are looking for the good in your apprentices and getting your apprentice to at least a pass, but some apprentices may not get there and could fail their assessment. If they do, then they will only have to resit this assessment method. It will not have any bearing on the project and Q&A assessment. We conduct both the professional discussion and the Q&A sessions via GoToMeetings. If you want us to use something else, this needs to be agreed with the EPA team at Gateway, and it must allow us the facility to record the session. The apprentice, training provider, and employer are not permitted to record these sessions. For more information and support, we have various ways for you to contact us and several webinars and newsletters for you to refer to. The government also has various sites to get the latest updates on funding, and IFATE have their own site for you to check what is being revised in terms of standards, as well as getting the new standards and assessment plans. David and I are also at the end of an email if you wish to chat further in terms of City & Guilds' approach to digital standards. We would be happy to set up calls with you to discuss this further. Thank you for listening, and check out the other webinars in the latest 2021 series available on the Digital and IT Updates and Webinar page at cityandguilds.com.